Well, thank you for joining us on this very exciting presentation of the DAISY project. DAISY stands for Decentralized AI Systems. And it was brought around by four amazing founders, came up with this idea, alongside the expertise of the lady on the screen, Dr. Anna Becker. Dr. Anna Becker has a PhD in artificial intelligence. And she set up her company a few years back and is now managing 150 different investment firms. So it's really a small client base, but they're very big clients. In fact, she manages over $1 billion with her AI technology, with her scientific techniques, and also with her traders to give really, really good results for these institutions. We can also see that Dragon Holdings and MF Global are part of her client base, but it's also interesting to know that Gemini, the exchange that many, many people know, this is owned by the billionaires called the Winklevoss twins. They were they were in the foundations of Facebook when it started. They're in the foundations of Bitcoin when it started. They have their own site here, Gemini.com. And if you go across to institutions on their site, you will see none other than the company we're talking about tonight, Endotech. And it gives us great confidence to see this link between, let's call it a billionaire and well-trusted site with this unknown entity, Endotech, that they're willing to allow their clients to join Endotech for trading and AI abilities. They're absolutely fantastic in this AI fintech space. I'd just like to share with you some of the results, and I want to say that past performance certainly does not indicate anything that might happen in the future, but it's interesting to see how typically clients use the services of Endotech. And you'll realize very, very quickly that it's really only for the high net worth individuals. It's really only for the banking industry and the institutions that can put together big chunks of money. It's not really for the I call myself the small people, because we can't afford $1 million minimum capital to get started with this particular strategy called the Alpha strategy. And of course, you can also note that she charges these big firms colossal sums. Even to set up the technology, there's an entry fee of $125,000. So you can quite easily see that it's not for everyone. It's really for the rich, for the famous, for the elites in the world. But that's going to change. And that's going to change definitely in the next 48 hours, because the doors will open up to everybody on the planet in a legal framework where we can all participate for as little as $100. Now, the count we're looking at started 3 years ago in January 2018. And you can see that the compounded profit and loss has amassed amazing 2,200%. I mean, that's crazy, crazy money. When you think about real estate in a good location can typically grow at 10% a year, if you're lucky. If you look at the gold markets, 10% in a year is pretty good. But in this incredible world of cryptocurrency and this bull run that the world's experiencing now, it's not a bit of wonder that these results are getting achieved. I will say it's not one of these fixed daily percentage systems. If you talk to a real trader, they'll say they have good days, they have bad days. And here we can see they have good months and they have bad months. But the compounded effect when you let your account grow is spectacular. And we can see average annual percentages here of over 800%. Excuse me, I need to clear my throat. Anyway, here's another account, and this is called the Top Leverage Strategy. This is also a smaller type account. You can see here it is a $10,000 account. And the performance here was for the period of the 1st of September 2020 until the 9th of November 2020. And again, just 70 days, you can see spectacular results here in around 300%. That's amazing. And would you like this lady, this technology, this AI to look after your funds? Well, certainly if Gemini are confident that their clients could use it, if MF Global and Dragon Holdings are happy with it, certainly I think we might be happy to give it a try for $100. Now, Endotech began many years ago, but it was her idea to bring this to the stock market in 2022. Now, guys, that's just next year. And provided the market conditions are correct and they're favorable, this company will go public. If not, they've got a plan B. You're still going to get a dividend from the company. But just to put out there, she's willing to give 10% of her company, Endotech. It's already valued at 100 million. She's willing to give this community 10% of the equity in her company. And when you do any crowdfunding project, I don't know what it might be, but anything local, anything national, there's many, many places now where you can contribute or help or assist businesses, pioneers, inventors. They're looking to crowdfund for a particular reason. Well, Endotech are looking to crowdfund $10 million to put into the new phase of AI technology. They believe with this investment, they can improve their already great results. And we believe with this crowd, starting now, we can collectively contribute $500 million and put that under management. Now it's going to start very, very, very soon. You guys are the pioneers. And how it's going to work is very, very simple. You download a free application onto your device. I highly recommend the Tron Link dApps wallet. You'll find that on the iOS devices. You'll find it available also on the Androids. You can also use the Clever application, which is quite good. My understanding is it only works on the phone, whereas the Tron Link allows you to put a Chrome extension if you'd prefer to have it available on your PC as well. Again, here from the picture on the left, you'll notice that the minimum contribution is $100. So whereas the banks and institutions have to start with $1 million, we can get in with $100, and that's pretty cool. And that means it's non-prohibitive. People right across the planet can participate, and everybody gets a chance to enjoy the benefits. Now, what happens this $100? It actually comes in the cryptocurrency of Tron, and we're going to use the Tron blockchain. The Tron blockchain has many, many advantages. We're not particularly talking about the coin itself. We're talking more about the technology. It has very, very fast execution. It's also got very low fees, and that should be favorable, particularly for this community where, I mean, we've heard that in the Ethereum blockchain, a phenomenal blockchain in itself, we find that the fees might be a little bit bumpy at times. Here, they're learning that the fees are low and the technology is very, very good. So we're going to use that technology, and this does not belong to Endotech or Daisy. We're using, it's a bit like you're using the petrol from the petrol station to get your car from A to B. We're going to use the Tron network, the Tron blockchain to get us from A to B. And if you contribute $100, $50 will go to your trading account, and $50 will be going to the marketing side of things, which we call the crowd. Now, the good news is if and when Dr. Anna's technology performs on the trading fund, you can remove profits whenever you wish. Some people, probably with bigger accounts, will be able to move profits many times a day. There's no fixed time. Some people will choose to leave it there for a week before they take any withdrawals. But when there is profit, it's yours to take. There's no hold on the profit. You can remove it whenever you wish. However, people in the financial area will tell you that compounding is more appropriate. So if you can leave your principal and your profits to work together, which is known as compounding the results, then the results can be spectacular. So you have a choice. You can remove any profits that you gain, or you can leave them to compound inside the account. And that's entirely up to your discretion. So that's the good news. So there are 10 different tiers that you can contribute. Lots of people will start with $100. And you can see that $50 goes straight to that beta trading account. I believe that might be held at Binance, a very trustworthy exchange. And that's where Dr. Anna will do her magic with the trading. The other $50 goes to the crowd. And you'll also notice on the right-hand side, you're going to get one share in 5% of the equity. Now, I did say she's offering 10%. But what we're going to do with the 10% is we're going to give 5% to everybody. So anybody that contributes will get a share in 5%, and the other 5% will be reserved for the higher achievers. I'll show you that in just a moment. Now, for those of you that can manage an additional 200 on top of that 100, meaning your total contribution would be 300, well, the smart technology will immediately send half your contribution, that's $150, to the trading account, and the other 150 will go to the marketing side. And again, you can see on the right-hand side, you get some more equity in the company. For those of you that can manage an additional 400, meaning the total contribution is 700, it's a 50-50 split. You can see 350 to the trade account, the other 350 goes to the crowd. And that happens down for the first 7 tiers, and then you will notice this black line. And simply, ladies and gentlemen, that donates that there is something different happening in the higher tiers. So in tiers 8, 9, and 10, if you contribute these sums, you'll find that 70% of your contribution will go to the trading account and only 30% goes to the crowd. So that's how it's split up. It's all done for you. Very easy, very simple. It's almost like an automatic car. You submit your contribution, you select the tier you'd like to go at, and it takes control of everything else. Everything is done by smart technology. Now, I want to show you now what happens the other side of things. So we know where half of it goes, or 70% of it goes. That's good. That's working for us. That's passive. There's another side, and again, you can choose to be passive if you wish. But for those of you that would like to help us develop the crowd, let me show you what happens in the marketing side of things. What we've done with the blockchain here is we've created a piece of software that actually conducts itself in the following manner. We're going to use what's known as a 3 by 10 forced matrix. It's very, very simple. Let's suggest you shared this with 3 people and they came onto the crowd platform. And let's assume you had 4, 5, and 6 that wanted to get started. Well, unfortunately, they can't go in here because it's full. So really, there's only 3 seats on the bus, and you need to go to the back of the bus here and jump onto the second line where the 9 people will appear. So it's a 3, and any additional people that come to the crowd will go behind the first 3. Now, it's very, very important if you've been invited to look at this is to get your name down in pre-launch to make sure you're at the top of the list here, if at all possible. Now, the other good thing is this, that there is no personal requirement to do anything. You don't have to do this. You can actually just benefit from the AI. It's only if you wish you can come ahead and start building the crowd. And for that reason, in the light blue box, you'll see the first 2 generations, there is no requirement for you to do anything. In fact, if you have an active upline or an active upline, and they're active, there is the potential, don't rely on it, but there is the potential for contributors to fall into these 3 positions of yours. And what that means is you've done nothing, you haven't any team volume going on here, and you still get paid 4%, and you don't know who these 3 are. And let's say you were in the fortunate position that another 9 spilled into the business. You've done nothing, you've brought nobody, and again, you can enjoy 4% of these contributions, and you don't know who they are either. So in effect, let's talk about the $100 just for a moment. For $100, if this happened to you and you've introduced nobody, you'll get back $48. 12 plus 36 is $48. So you've got $48 back from your 100. The other 50 is trading for you. So in effect, if the trading made you $2, you'd be breaking even. And for that reason, we're very confident with this model, and everybody's getting pretty excited about it. Now, if you do want to benefit from further contributions, well, then the smart contract is going to ask a few questions from you. And you need to have 3 personal introductions, $1,000 of funding for it to open up the 3rd generation. And here you can get 27 payments from the next 27 that come into this crowd. You'll get 27 payments at 3%. Okay? Now, if we go down to generation 10, the requirement here is 24 personal introductions and a total of $128,000 in contribution, and that will give you 59,000 people coming into the crowd. Whatever they contribute, you're going to get 4% if they're in your matrix. So that's pretty cool. Now, let's take a look at the numbers here. Imagine in January, you shared this with just 3 people, okay? And possibly you help these 3 in February introduce their 3. So now you have 9. And these 9 new people help find 3, which brings in 27. You're 3 months old. In the 4th month, that will go to 81. If everybody pulled their weight, if everybody did their little bit to help the crowd. It's a bit like a football team. You just can't play it with a goalkeeper. You need some backs, you need some midfields, you need some strikers. You need to build a team here. And that's what you do. You put your goalkeepers in place, you support them with the back line, you build up the midfield, you look for a few superstars, and your business starts to build. But in effect, if every one of us produced 3, technically it's possible to fill this in a matter of 10 months. You do 3 in the first month, assist them and help them do their 3, and systematically build this 3 every line, every month. In 10 months from now, you would have 88,000 contributors. Now, what would that financially bring you? Well, provided you make these qualifications, remember, that needs done as well. And that creates the spillover, because everybody here would need to start building more than just 3. And that makes the spillover occur down these generations, which is very exciting. But when we do the math here, we can see that the full potential of just the $100 matrix is $344,000. And if you were to do that between now and October, 10 months, or let's say you took 2 months off in the middle of the year, and it took you 12 months to do this, how bad if you were able to achieve $344,000? Now, in the real world, it doesn't work like that. It works like that on a calculator. It works like this on a spreadsheet, like you see in front of you. But in the real world, we're dealing with people. And people are funny. You know, some people are busy, some people are tired, some people are lazy, some people are active, some people are proactive. We're dealing with different people. And I know that some people will bring in 5, 10, 15 people. Some will introduce 20 and 30. Some will introduce only 6 people. If we get internet marketers involved, well, they could bring in 2,000 people, and some people will bring in nobody. So it's kind of mixed. But if you strategically treat this like a business and not a hobby, and you manufacture this 3 by 3, you see, if you know who your 3 are, you can teach and educate them. And if they know who their 3 are, you can teach and educate them. But if you're dealing with a whole lot of spillover and you don't know who they are, how can you upgrade them? So it's very important to stay true to your sponsor and your upline, where you're going to get this team building, where you're going to get this support. Yeah? I mean, what's the point of having a goalkeeper here and he can't shout out to his backs because he doesn't even know what you call the guy standing there? Will you go and get the ball? Yeah? So it's better if we build a brilliant, brilliant structure. That's what I want to teach in my team. And it's entirely up to you how you want to develop your business. But let's say hypothetically that 50% of my model or this model worked out in your favor. Well, what's 50% of 344,000? You would make 170,000 if 50% of this occurred in your business. And let's break that down a little bit more. Imagine 10% of this example. 10% would pay you $34,000. And $34,000 quite likely is very close to the average national wage in your country, if you think about it. And this is a part-time business. You could do this an hour in the evening or half an hour in the morning and half an hour in the evening. Very, very part-time. And in these difficult times when the world is entrapped with people out of work, with shops closing, with travel and people restricted, what better way to do with your time than build a home-based business? So we've got the home-based business, cryptocurrency, smart contracts, AI technology coming together, guys. It's not going to get any better than this. You need to roll up your sleeves, yeah, and start working for your family, for your community, yeah, for your children, for future generations, because this could be the big one. Now, of course, some people will come in at $100. That's just a $100 tier. But what if you upgraded to the $200 tier? Well, you're going to get double. What happens if you went to the 400 tier? You see, we've calculated here that if you upgraded 1 to 7, There's an additional 43 million available here. And for those of you that can do 8, 9 and 10 over time, there's another 154 million. In fact, if you add the two together, the total potential is $198 million. Now, again, I'm not suggesting anybody on the planet will achieve that. Don't get me wrong. But I do know people will do their best even to do half of it. So doing half of what's on the screen would pay you 99 million. It sounds crazy. And if you build this structure right, like I've said, and you know who they are, and we build, even at the $100, it's not too hard to pick up the phone and say, listen, I told you about this in January 2020. You've made yourself $344,000. What's the chances you'd go in another 200 and we go into the next matrix? Do you see what I'm saying? And if everybody just migrates into the 200, the 400, the 800, and we work our way up 1 to 7, look at the benefit. Imagine 10% of this worked out. What's 10% of 198 million? It's a cool 19.8 million. And what if, ladies and gentlemen, what if you roll up your sleeves, you do your best, and you achieve 1% of this example? 1% of this table would still give you $1.9 million. And that's a good enough reason to pick up the phone after this presentation and get back to the person that shared this with you and say, thanks, get my name on that list quick. Send me your link quick. That's what you need to be thinking about. Now, I've done a spreadsheet here showing you the first three matrices, the $100, the 200, and the 400. Total contribution, 700 to the crowdfunding. Now, the smart contract will take half of that 700 and send 350 to Endotech to trade for you. So that's working away on its own whilst you're building your active income here. And if you build just the first matrix, the second and the third, yeah, there's a potential here of 2.4 million. It's incredible numbers, ladies and gentlemen. In addition to what we've already shared with you, there's an extra 5% on every direct contributor that you bring to the crowd. Okay, so let's say you shared this with me and I get started. Well, you'll get 5% of my contribution and you'll probably put me here on your front line. That means you get 5% plus 4. It's 5% direct bonus and an additional 4 because you located me in one of your first 3 positions. Now, let's assume those 3 positions were already taken up. Well, then you'd probably put me on your second line. And guess what? You'll get 5% of my contribution. And because I'm on your second line, you'll still get 4%. That's 9%. But let's say both of those are filled. Then you're going to put me somewhere down here. Doesn't matter. You're getting 5% plus 3 in every case here. And then in the bottom 2, it goes back up again. Guys, the commissions are exceptional. In addition to that direct bonus, you also automatically qualify for 10% on any earnings of your directs from the matrix bonus. So I'll give you a hypothetical example. You share this with me. I make $1,000 this week. You'll get 100, 10%. Let's say the following week I make $2,000. You get 10%. And the good news is, ladies and gentlemen, you don't need to wait to Saturday. You don't need to wait to the end of the month to get paid. These payments are done real time, live as it occurs. And that's why we've used the blockchain mechanism. That's why we're using smart contracts, because every contribution is dispersed instantly. 50% to Endotron, 5% to the introducer, 10% matching bonus, and the matrix bonuses are paid instantly. So your wallet on your phone should be making noises. And I mean, if you could put a ringtone every time you got paid, it would be ding, 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 ding if somebody joined the business. Yeah, it would ring if somebody got paid. It would ring when somebody upgraded. And you want to get your phone to become what I call a smartphone. And I say to people, have you got a smartphone? They say, I do. I say, well, how much does it make you? How much does what make you? How much does your smartphone make you? It doesn't make me anything. It costs me money every month. I said, well, that's not very smart. It's a stupid phone. I've got a smartphone that makes me money. Well, how do you get your phone to make you money? You download this free app. It's called Tron Link. Yeah, you make a contribution to the Daisy crowdfund, and guess what? Your phone starts to make you money. You're kidding me. It can't be that easy. Well, yes, it is. We've got $100 million company trading $1 billion already that's performing trading on your account. And from this side, from the matrix side, there's a world of benefits. If I shared a presentation with you, would you take a look at it? Absolutely. Send me the information. That's all you need to do to start building this community. Now, I want to finish off with these 3 bonuses because these are very important to understand. And again, we're seeing numbers, we're seeing tables. I don't want to make this complicated. It's quite simple. The smart contract will have a look at your account 30 days after. It's clever. It's programmed to do this. And it takes a look at your little account and it says, okay, let me see what you've done. And hypothetically, let's suggest that you had introduced 3 people and the total contributions were $1,000. The smart contract would go to itself. Well, congratulations, you've done very well. You have brought 3 people into the crowd. Well done. They've got more than $1,000 in funding. Hey, here's what I'll do for you. I'm just going to unlock, I'm going to open up the 4th generation for you. You're going to get paid all the commissions there. And guess what? You don't have to qualify. So whatever you do in the first 30 days, the smart contract unlocks the next level for you for the rest of your life. Now, let's say somebody else did level 6, which means they've introduced 12 people. The total funding of the 12 people were 8,000. The smart contract at 30 days goes, hey, well done. You've reached level 6, but guess what? As a bonus for the rest of your life, you're qualified for level 7. It opens or unlocks a new generation. So that's the first bonus. The second bonus is for those of you that go out and make level 10. Now, that doesn't mean you need people 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down in a row. We're not talking about that. We're talking about your activity. And your activity is this. If you can bring 24 members to the crowd and the contribution of those members is 128,000, you've done matrix level 10. And from that moment on, you're going to have to turn off your phone. And I'll tell you why. Because if you make that bonus, you share in a 1.8% of the entire community's crowdfunding. So let's say you build a small team of 50 people, 30 people, 100 people, I don't know, a small team. But the whole community has 30,000 people in it, or 100,000 people in it, or 420,000 people. And as each contribution comes in, your phone rings. Why? Because you're getting a share of 1.8% of every contribution. Can you imagine you lying in bed what you have to do with your phone? You have to go downstairs and hide it under the sofa because it's ding, 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 ding as people are joining the business. The contributions, you're getting a share in that. In addition to that, you get 5%, that's the other 5% in the equity in Endotech. So for the people that go out and do this, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my hardest to make sure I've got 24 directs and 128,000. Now, I haven't got 24 directs. I've got 18 directs. In fact, I had 17. I lost one. Yeah, they're going with somebody else. Don't ask me why. Absolutely crazy. And I gained one, which brought me back to 17. And I got another one today. I've got 18. I need 6 more. And the other thing I need is 128,000, and I've got that covered. So you need to be thinking, what can I do on a daily basis, weekly basis? Who can I work with? Who can I work with that can help me achieve this rank 10? And get aligned with their efforts, get aligned with their presentations, get busy, because not only do you get a share on every pack that comes into the whole world, you also get a share on all the withdrawals. So can you imagine some of your customers are taking money out every day? You're getting paid. Can you imagine some of them let it roll up for a week before they take anything out? You get paid. Can you imagine people let it run for 2 or 3 months and it's a big chunk they start to take out? You get paid, not just on your team, on everybody, upline, downline, sideline, crossline, any line you want to look at, you're getting paid on the entire community. And that's why it's essential that you do your darndest, you do your hardest effort to make sure you qualify for that. Now, let's say you're unlucky. Okay, let's say you miss it. So what? So what? There's another way to get it back. If you can find 3 people that do that, you get put in an additional bonus pool where you get the same bonus back again. You get a share of 1.8 of the entire global crowdfunding contribution. That's a very cool bonus. It's like a pool. The smart contract calculates how much money came in today, who did this 24 and 128, okay, give them a share of that money. It's absolutely brilliant. And additionally, you get a share in 1.25% of the entire trading rewards achieved by the technology in the profit side of the AI and Endotech. And that brings us, ladies and gentlemen, to our last commission. And this is called our residual trading bonus. Now, this is pretty cool as well. You see, it's pretty cool where you get paid when you bring somebody to contribute. That's like a direct bonus. Congratulations, it's 5%. If you put them on your front line, you're going to get 4%. Remember that. You're going to get 10% of everything they make. Remember that on the matrix. But now, as they withdraw their profits from the trading rewards, not from the matrix, from the trading rewards at Endotech, you're getting 3.5% of that as well. So not only are you getting paid on your own money compounding, here you have the potential to get paid on your whole organization. What's that going to look like? And if somebody withdraws, your phone goes, ping, you just got paid. When somebody starts, ping, you got paid. When somebody upgrades, ping, you got paid. You get 10% bonuses. This, I just can't wait for this to start to see how this actually works. It's absolutely amazing. Now, here's some extra news. Imagine you don't bring anybody in. You still get paid 3.5% of the spillover on your first and second level because there's no qualifications for levels 1 and 2. You would have to qualify from levels 2 to 10. And of course, it's the exact same in your matrix. So ladies and gentlemen, that's it for tonight. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to check is our special guest on this call. All you need to do is download either the Clever or the Tron Link wallet. I've done Tron Link, so I'm very familiar with that. You can do whichever one you wish. Get some Tron into your wallet. I did a presentation the day before yesterday. Tron was minus 10%. I told you guys to go and buy it, and of course it's gone through the roof. Well, it hasn't gone through the roof. It went 10% yesterday, so you would have made money just getting the Tron coin in itself. So there you go, guys. Let me see from our hosts, did we get Kevin on the line? Any joy with Kevin?
Yes, Kevin is on the line, Hugh Paul.
Fantastic. Can you make him a panelist and tell him to come on and tell the world what's going on, Mr. Kevin Latmore?
He is on the panel at the moment.
He's probably on the phone, if I know that man. Kevin, how are you, sir?
I'm fantastic. How about you?
Well, I'm all right. It's I was just telling the people yesterday, Kevin, I learned a new skill in this business.
Oh, really? What was that?
I learned how to sleep standing up.
Yeah, I got to check my watch sometimes when you message me. I'm like, wait a second, isn't it 4:30 in the morning over there? He's going.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Mr. Kevin Latmore. If you don't know him, this gentleman I've known for many, many, many years. He's a legend in our industry. In fact, he's been in my teams before years and years ago, and it's great to team up with him again because Kevin is a very special friend of the founders, and Kevin has partnered with John Hammock, who's another legend. They've contributed so much to this community. They're working frontline to the founders, and of course, Kevin particularly has been involved a lot with the compensation plan. We've passed ideas between each other. We've spent hours on the computer and working things out. We created that new 48-hour rule as a result of our communications. And I haven't told you, ladies and gentlemen, in the first 48 hours, you're qualified for all commissions in the tiers you've registered for. So if you register in the first 7 tiers, you're eligible for all commissions down 10 generations. You don't need to introduce any people if you don't want, but it's absolutely amazing. And the good news also is that 48-hour rule applies to every community member for life, meaning if somebody joins in September this year, they have 48 hours to be automatically qualified for all commissions in all 10 generations for the first 48 hours. But please be careful. Don't rely. Make sure you understand that in 48 hours and 1 minute, if somebody joins, you need to be qualified. So it's a lovely, lovely bonus. But Kevin has been working like a Trojan. He's building an enormous team. He's the upline of everybody on this call, I believe. So Kevin, Thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your trust, and please maybe give my community just a little bit of what's going over. You're a great communicator, you're a great speaker, and of course, a great upline to work with.
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks for all your tips and contribution, ladies and gentlemen. It's important that you do know, yeah, the 48-hour rule. Hugh helped convey some ideas with me because we talk late into the night, also with Frank, who's like a documented legend in the industry. You know, he's made $5 million in 3 separate companies. That doesn't happen by accident. And that 48-hour rule was something he was really concerned about on your guys' behalf, thinking that you'd recruit people so fast coming in at such high numbers. You wanted to make sure that you guys got compensated for that. And that's what we all came up with. The biggest fingerprint we probably put on this thing was the bonus that he just shared. The bonus pool was something that I worked on with Jeremy right up until about a week ago. It didn't even exist. And now it was being written into the code of the contract. So that's going to be really, really fun. It's kind of a funny story. Hugh talked about having the some kind of ringtone for every time you got paid. And Frank said he would love to have that. I said, you don't understand, because you're going to get paid like 100 times a day. It's going to be ridiculous. He goes, that's great. I'll just hear going ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching all day. I'm like, no, it'll just make one loud roar that will never stop. Your team's too big for ka-ching. It'll just be noise. And he said, I'll take the noise. So we're having fun with this. You can feel our smile through the phone. Listen to Hugh's voice. He's like a kid in a candy store, as happy as his wife is for what he's about to bring home to bacon. When I talk to Hugh, he's just like, I just got people on my team that really need a win, Kevin. Some people, these are good people that are used to making money, but 2020 kicked a lot of people in the knee. And, you know, we've been working together. We got something special, not only with this company, but with our teams individually. We're creating a foundation. We're creating pieces that will help create an infrastructure here to have a company within the company. And I think that's what's important. We have a no man or woman left behind type of mindset and plan. We're not just going to toss out links and say good luck. Look at the schedule that this man has. You know, I got the same thing. I'm sleeping. If I get 4 hours, it's a miracle. And I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me because I know how this story is going to end. And I'm just working that extra little bit so more people can be in the winner's circle. And I remember in my compensation talks with Jeremy, I came up with a really good idea. The problem he fought with that, which I was glad he kind of checked me, he's like, Kevin, the idea here is not for us to get rich. It's for as many people as possible to make a really, really good amount of money. So, you know, because of my skill level, Hugh's skill level, and so on, sometimes we forget what it's like on day one. And we have, when we put together a bonus, it's very juicy, but it's maybe difficult. You know, so we scaled these things back, and some of you might be looking at this. This is scaled back. Trust me, when the results start coming in, this entire presentation will be you showing 2 or 3 screenshots to your friends and family, and it's off to the races. So when we say get ready, we really mean get ready. Good things are coming. You guys, many of you are the first person in your country. You know, you're definitely some of the first people in the world. You're going to be within the first 1,000 people to join this thing. And we truly, I said $1 billion in our first year and 1 million people. And everybody else in the top 10 leadership group is laughing at me saying the first year. And it's like, man, I don't need the story to be any better than that, you know, but people are thinking some pretty crazy numbers. Even if just my numbers are true, this is an absolute monster. You know, I've been part of $3 billion companies that were not $1 billion companies before I started. And that's the sweet spot. That's when you want to be around. So I'm super happy for everything you guys got going on. Trust me, they know what they're doing. For those of you that are already kind of, nobody's in the business, but kind of been around, you kind of have Tron wallets, you have your Tron in there, you're just waiting for the green light. It's coming. I'll tell you this, about 5 hours ago, the owner told me the 24 countdown was about to start. Hopefully it's a little bit sooner than that. So I expect some breaking news here later today. I guess most of you are in Europe, so maybe when you wake up or something, but good things are going to happen. And look, we're all big boys on here. I know there might be some new people, but you know, we expected the launch to be a couple days ago. It's better to do it right than to just do it wrong to be, you know, for the sake of it, because it's a smart contract. Once we turn this on, it can't be turned off. And although that might be a little bit scary, that's part of the attraction. The owners can't run off with the money because it goes to us instantly in real time. The owners can't change the comp plan because it's a contract. A robot is going to run it the second we put the green light on. And there's a lot of, you can sleep soundly knowing that, they're not going to play favorites. They're not going to put their children in and they get all the money. As a matter of fact, even the building of the genealogy, the most important part about our structure is called a 3x10 forced matrix. Now, what does forced mean? It means, first of all, you have a finite amount of positions under you, and the computer will determine where your people go. So if Hugh puts in his beautiful wife or one of his children, he can't say, oh, this guy's a super big star, I want to put him under my wife. No. The computer will say, your wife has enough people, Hugh. This one's going to go to Debbie or Soha or to Paul or whoever else, right? And that's the beauty of it. So we're all going to be working hand in hand together. Hopefully there's spillover. There's not going to obviously be spillover for everybody, but there's going to be spillover for lots and lots and lots and lots of people. And the beauty of it, if you've been in a binary before, spillover is amazing. It's one of the greatest things in all of networking. But even in a binary, you could have a leg, like I have a company that I'm still in passively. I put 63,000 people in. I haven't done anything for 4 years, and it still pays me a tremendous income. But I have 10 positions that I saved in that have over $10 million each. They don't mean anything. You only get paid on that $10 million if you go out and do another $5 million. And that's spillover, and that's a leg up, and that's help. But that's not money. In this company, Daisy, if you get spillover, if you're qualified, then you get paid almost just as much on spillover as if you brought the people yourself. And that's why there's a frenzy. That's why people are fevering. That's why people are like, where's the link? Where's the link? When do we start? When do we start? Because they know the value of what's going on. And 6 months from now, this will still be a tremendous opportunity. But I always say timing can make up for talent. So if you're not a superstar like some of the people on this call, like Sohail and Renee and Debbie and Paul and so on, that's okay. You don't need to be a superstar because you're early. You're rewarded for who you know and who put you in front of this information right here, right now. And if you are a superstar plus you're early, well, call your bank and let them know there's going to be some changes going on. And I don't mean to be that hypey crazy guy, but there are exciting times ahead. You guys will see what I'm talking about. Smart contracts are absolutely insane. And I'll pass it back to Hugh because I don't want to go too deep. And I know you guys have been here for a minute already, but I'm just excited every day when I wake up. And don't be intimidated or overwhelmed by any of this. We're all learning. Even though I helped write the comp plan, every day I learn new things about it, even myself, because it's so intricate. The best part I'll say is everything I learn is always better than what I thought. I've never said, oh, it works like that, or I have to do this, or I have to do that. It's always been good stuff. So that's what's really, really key about it.
Okay, well, listen, we appreciate your time tonight, Kevin. We haven't employed your skills and services that often in terms of the group. We have leaders here from maybe 20 different countries. We have, I can't even go through them, but we've got Ireland, UK, I see Austria, I see the Netherlands, I see Pakistan, I see Slovenia, I see Croatia, I see, Israel's on the call. I'm going to leave people out. I see, there's so many names I don't even know. It's just amazing. And we had a little conversation at the start. We had 5 or 6 testimonies before you came. But we're going to leave it there, guys. We're on the countdown very, very soon to launch. Use this time wisely. Get your Tron together. Get your wallets correct. And more importantly, get your structure. 3927. Get it on paper. Get ready to roll. Because when I get the link, you're getting the link. So thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you all again soon. In fact, same time tomorrow. We're back at 7. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Crowdfunding has proven to be one of the most innovative ways for visionary people to participate in the evolution of disruptive technologies, while at the same time reaping the financial rewards as an early adopter. Technology has also proven to be the key to disrupting entire industries, like Uber disrupted taxis, Netflix disrupted Blockbuster, and Amazon and Alibaba disrupted the entire retail consumer marketplace. Today, we're going to introduce you to a financial technology platform that is disrupting traditional trading and investing, and a crowdfunding model that is disrupting the peer-to-peer economy. Introducing Daisy Global, a revolutionary smart contract on the blockchain. that allows you to immediately participate in automated profit rewards from major financial markets, own stock equity in emerging financial technology companies, and earn instant and reoccurring income, all from a decentralized app on your phone, and all for as little as a $100 contribution to the crowdfund. Profits, equity, income. Welcome.
Benvingut. Добро пожаловать.
Welcome to Daisy. Daisy is a smart contract, not a company, and that is one of its most powerful strengths. As a smart contract, the integrity of the crowdfund model and all of its rewards and promises are guaranteed and cannot be compromised by any company or individual. Daisy is a decentralized application that is equally available to everyone. No one owns it, no one controls it, no one can change it. Daisy lives forever on the blockchain with complete transparency and trust. And it is a gift to the world. The genius of Daisy is that everyone wins. While most people agree that Daisy is the most powerful referral plan ever imagined, the real power of this model is in the profits that are rewarded to every member equally, even if you never refer a single person. When you contribute to the crowdfund for as little as $100, you immediately begin to reap the financial rewards of the trading technology behind Daisy. The name DAISY, which stands for Decentralized AI System, is the next generation of high-powered, high-performance artificial superintelligence trading technology that is being developed by Dr. Anna Becker, the founder and CEO of fintech company Endotech. As an experienced executive and change agent in retail finance, Dr. Becker has worked with more than 300 brokers and has served as the compliance officer with regulators like the NFA and CFTC. She holds a Master's of Science degree in Computer Science and a doctorate degree in AI from the prestigious Technion University. She is also an author of several books on artificial intelligence and has deep experience in algorithmic investment solutions. Because of her deep experience in the area of legal compliance, Dr. Anna has been appointed by the Financial Commission's Dispute Resolution Committee. For the last 20 years, Dr. Anna and her team of AI scientists at Endotech have launched high-powered AI trading platforms that are being used by financial institutions and elite investment funds around the world, with documented long-term results, a fully transparent track record of highly profitable trading, and with proven success in every market condition. Daisy, however, is by far the most advanced AI trading project that Dr. Anna has ever imagined, and will produce the highest returns in Endotech's history. When fully completed by the fourth quarter of 2021, Daisy is expected to multiply the current trading performance by 400%. That's 4 times the already proven results. Imagine what that'll do for your profits, your equity, and your income. When you become a contributor to the Daisy project with a crowdfund contribution of $100 or more, 50% of your entry package is immediately deposited by the smart contract into Daisy Fund and used in live trading for the development and enhancement of Daisy AI. To fully test and develop the platform, the target amount for the live trading is $500 million. There are a total of 10 contribution levels that you can progress through, with the price doubling for each. For contribution levels 8, 9, and 10, 70% is placed into live trading, giving you an even higher profit reward. Every crowdfund contributor will get the exclusive benefit of Daisy's trading profits and performance. Trading begins immediately, and 70% of all profits generated are equally rewarded to each member. 15% of the trading profits are rewarded back to the entire Daisy community, and 15% of the trading profits are used for the Daisy development team. Upon the completion of development, each contributor will also have the option of continuing to benefit from the trading platform or choose to receive the trading portion of your crowdfund contribution back as an additional reward. Because Dr. Anna Becker's AI trading technology is the first project that Daisy members are crowdfunding, we want you to hear for yourself what she has to say about trading technology, the Daisy project, and the future of Daisy AI. Until now, this category of high-performing AI technology has not been available to the masses. But thanks to Daisy and this one-of-a-kind crowdfunding model, anyone in the world can contribute as little as $100 and start receiving their equal reward of the financial profits, equity, and income. When you become a crowdfund contributor, not only do you receive your passive trading rewards, but you will also get shares of stock equity in Endotech before it goes public. And you can earn instant income from our referral plan even if you never refer a single person. Passive profits, stock equity, and instant income. All 3 rewards for as little as $100. Using the power of smart contracts, Daisy Global has launched a one-of-a-kind referral plan, paid instantly in real time. The Daisy referral plan has absolutely changed the game. That's a guarantee. With automatic spillover, infinity bonuses, check matching bonuses, residual team trading bonuses, and even stock equity and revenue share bonuses for leaders. And the best part is the future. The top position of the referral plan is used to support breakthrough technology companies and projects that bring profits, equity, and income into the community. Endotech's decentralized AI system is the first of many companies and projects that Daisy will fund, which also means the opportunity for equity in Endotech is available for a limited time. Once the $10 million for Endotech is reached from the referral plan, the equity offer for contributors will be completed. Once the testing benchmark of $500 million is reached in the live trading accounts and the Daisy AI system is completed, Phase 1 of the crowdfunding opportunity will close, and we will announce Phase 2. To learn more about the Daisy referral plan, watch the next video. But remember, timing is a big advantage. So don't wait. Take action. Get started today with Daisy for only $100 and begin your crowdfunding journey with this amazing community. You will be very glad that you did.
Daisy sequence initiated. Activating Daisy referral system. Endotech systems active. Daisy fund activating. Uploading Daisy smart contract to the blockchain. Daisy AI initiating. Artificial superintelligence systems appear to be functional and active. All systems ready for Daisy launch. Daisy A1 rocket. Ready to launch in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Daisy A1 has liftoff. Activating Daisy Global Network. Daisy Global Network online. All systems active.